Established perennial grasses in outback Queensland are one of nature's vast resources for the sequestration of carbon. Efficiently managing carbon in grasslands can lead to increased commercial return from livestock and offer the opportunity of an additional revenue flow for landholders. Perennial pasture species such as deep-rooted and long-lived Mitchell grass have the ability to store carbon deeper than 20 centimetres, where it can form a carbon sink, combining its ecological and production values. Mitchell grass has become a focus of new work which can benefit the environment and producers. Peter Spies is an agricultural consultant. At a recent DCQ field day at Weston, north of Winton, he told interested landholders about the benefits of managing pastures for carbon.
At the end of the day, the health of soils really is about carbon. It's got to be treated like an input, just like nitrogen or phosphorus. And so at the end of the day, we need to get that back into our soils to increase moisture holding capacity, hold nutrients, provide that cover. And so the more we can do that, we can increase our production, but at the same time we can actually increase soil carbon and sequester carbon from our atmosphere.
The work commencing is aimed at developing techniques to provide the opportunity to gain additional revenue through carbon sequestration, and potentially that income can be significant given the massive areas covered in some operations.
I see potentially these carbon payments as being ways or funding ways in which people can actually improve or regenerate their practice. It's a bit like an incentive. The one thing we have to all do is get more carbon into our soils, and this doesn't have to be tree planting schemes or anything like that. The one thing about carbon and getting carbon into the soils, it's a no regrets pathway. It's got benefits that improve your production. So the more carbon we can get into the soil, we improve our production. The more we can actually improve, say, our weight for age turn-off of cattle, they sequester less in terms of methane emissions. And I think we shouldn't be scared about what carbon trading may have to offer, because we're already a carbon sink. So I think there's huge opportunities for co-benefits, but also payments, particularly to the livestock industry. So I think there's a real boon and potential income sources here.
Carbon sequestration through the management of pasture grass species gives drought resilience, but more than that, it supports landscape resilience.
I'll never be the same.
Industry, government and Desert Channels Queensland support the grazing industry in managing for change and a sustainable future on the rangelands.